Organizations and individual volunteers make visible their contributions at the local, national and international level to achieve the Millennium Development Goals. Joining us to look more into the celebration of the day, we have Felix Nate from the Ghana Think Foundation, who are organizers of the first National Volunteers Day in Ghana, talking about volunteering in the country. Thanks for joining us in the studio. I'm sure you said this is your first time, so you're welcome to TV3 Studios.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's look at volunteerism in a whole.
Yeah.
Do we really appreciate people who volunteer in this country?
The thing is, in this country, most people are not acknowledged for what they do, especially when you're not being paid for what you're doing, right? Most people expect that when you do something, you get paid for what you do. But we have thought about these things for several times, and we've realized that why don't we volunteer? Because I mean, some of these things that are happening, you can't just take money for everything. You just have to give off your best with a passion to do something to help your country, and that is why we've been thinking about the National Volunteers.
And do you think it's really working, having people do nothing for or do everything for money, for free, working for free? Has it been successful?
I would say it has been, because the first ever National Volunteers Day that was organized this year on the 21st of September, we went quite well. We were able to organize 57 events around the country.
What really goes into volunteerism?
Volunteerism, I would say, is doing something without expecting a return.
And I'm sure you have challenges here or there, one way or the other. Tell us some of it.
So when we started the National Volunteers Day program in Ghana here, it was quite difficult. People really didn't like the concept. They felt, I mean, why would I just get up and go do something without being paid? They didn't see the need to volunteer, so we just had to address the issue so they would understand. So what we did was that we said, okay, fine. Founders Day on the 21st of September was a day that these people, Nkrumah and others, right, fought for the land of this, fought for this land, right?
Okay.
And they did this without being paid. They did this without being pushed by anybody. They did it from their hearts. So why can't we also do something to augment or complement what they did it?
Okay.
And that is why we started the National Volunteers.
So what really goes into it? Do you give stuff for free? Do you organize projects for free? What really goes into it?
Actually, we don't do the events. We mobilize people who are interested. We mobilize people who really want to do something for their country, and we help them on that day to do the event. So we help them through publicizing. We publicize what they're doing. Like, say, before the event, we spoke about it on social media. We advertised what they were doing so we could get people to join them to do more. And on the days too, we spoke about them.
So it means it's not too much hard work.
No, it's not too much hard work. I mean, you can just get up and clean your neighborhood. That's National Volunteers.
That's volunteerism.
Yeah.
Well, tell us more about the first National Volunteers Day in the country. Quickly, tell us something about it.
Okay, so the first ever National Volunteers Day in this country happened this year on the 21st.
Okay.
I would say everything when you start is quite difficult, but I mean we still prevailed. I mean we were actually looking at people who really had the notion to like really do something for the productivity of this country, and so we picked on like clubs. First we started with clubs like Rotract. They already do programs as these already, so we just had to get them on board. We got people who have already had interest in the past to, I mean, help us do other things. Moreover, Ghana Think itself does other activities like the bar camp events and other things, and all these things we do, they are for free. We go around training people for free.
Okay, so have fun volunteering, and happy Volunteers Day to you. Thank you so much, Felix Nate from the Ghana Think Foundation, who are organizers of the first National Volunteers Day here in Ghana. Volunteering more for Ghanaians. Well, that will do for now.